Hi, welcome to OMAT. Glad you're here. We're going to get started on the 8 exercises, but first, quick story. Have you ever been so upset that when you're crying, you do the double inhale? Well, I was in such a state one time, and all of a sudden I hear Xerxes say, "How can I help you right now?" He didn't say, "Are you okay?" so that I can go, "I'm fine." He said, "How can I help you right now?" Which means it's kind of like a reminder I can be helped, because in that state of mind, I feel so helpless. But here it is. How can I help you right now? I mean, I can ask that of myself anytime. And here's someone who's willing to help me. I'm not helpless. Nice. But by the way, that phrasing came from disaster recovery teams, okay? Just giving you a little idea of the double inhale. All right, welcome again to OMAT. Let's get started. Let's get into our OMAT program, meaning let's get into the meeting. Let's know that this is what we're doing. Let's slow down. Let's stop thinking about the stuff that we needed to tend to before, after. It doesn't matter. We're getting present, and we're going to get into our first exercise here of gratitude. We're practicing thinking about gratitude, thinking of life in terms of there is something to be grateful for, because there is. And we're going to prove it to ourselves by practicing that right now. Let's look for something to be grateful for. Let's wrap the sentence or thought for now. Find our water. And we're really finding out what it feels like to look for gratitude. And that muscle, the more it's used, the more it's easier to see things that we can be grateful for. And we practice that other muscle all day, so why not practice this one? Let's go into our next exercise of meditation. Again, we're practicing that we get to control what's going on in our minds. Right now, we're going to decide, are we sitting still and following our breath? Are we going to scan our body? Are we going to try both? Maybe flip-flopping back and forth? What thought are we going to put a pause on, and what thought are we about to think? Let's sit in any comfortable position, eyes opened or closed, and breathe. As we come back, let's find the water. And maybe it feels funny and vulnerable to sit there and follow the breath. We're paying attention to something we don't need to pay attention to. We automatically breathe, and it might feel uncomfortable to follow the breath because it just happens. Let's keep going. Let's write it down. If you have a funny thought, an angry thought, a thought that you don't know which feeling you can attach it to, that's fine too. It doesn't have to mean anything. Let's just look to write one or more words right now. Let's wrap the sentence or thought for now. Leave it hanging. Let's find the water. And if writing is not usually your thing and you're pretty hesitant and you manage to find a word to write, congratulations. Or if writing usually comes very easily to you and suddenly it was difficult to even come up with one word, that's great too. Everything in between. That's just what the practice felt like today. Let's keep going. A little more into our body, we're going to do a yoga stretch, sun salutation, or pick any of the poses. Skip some poses, hang longer in one of the poses, whatever your body is saying to do. Let's listen to it, standing if we can. Inhale the arms out and up. Keep inhaling. Inhale just a little more, looking up, and exhale your way, folding at the waist, and halfway lift when you're ready. Flatten the back, look up. Now let's get into that high plank. Plant your palms down, step your feet back, and then lower all the way down. Once your whole body is down, your feet are pointed, meaning the top half of your foot is all the way down on the ground. Push your palms, look up, chest up, head up, and we're going to meet in down dog. Hips up, upside down V with the body, heels aiming towards the ground if they're not on the ground. And when you're ready, walk forward towards your hands, hang over your feet, and then roll up slow, meeting your palms above your head, looking up. And exhale the palms down to the center of the chest. Maybe hold it there for a moment. Maybe you held another pose for a moment and you're still there. Take a few seconds to catch up. Have some water when you're ready. See what the different poses feel like on different days, because sometimes the down dog can feel good. Sometimes just lifting your arms could feel good, or it could be a little more challenging. That just was what today was. Let's keep going into our plank. Same here. We're going to tell our body what to do. And if it's not in pain, let it stay in that plank pose. Let's get in the ready position, both mind and body. What does that mean? I'm willing. I'm going to get up in the pose when it's time. I'm getting in that ready physical position, down on the ground. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and we're up in pose now. Get into the plank pose that your body can do just for today, modified or otherwise. We're in it right now, and we're 10 seconds in. Make sure that you're breathing. Right up on top, right as we start, this is challenging right away, but don't hold your breath. We're in for 20 seconds. Congratulations. Every second up here counts. So when your body wants to come down, ask it if it could stay for one more second for 30 seconds more. 1 second at a time. Say, hey, we beat that other second. We didn't come down off the plank. So let's see if we have one more in us for 20 more seconds. If you did have to come down, take a deep breath. And there's still time. Come back into plank for the final 10 seconds. We're at the countdown here. So find everything in you to leave into this plank for 3, 2, 1, and you're done. That's what today's plank looks like. Catch your breath. Maybe catch a little stretch before you come back. Have some water. have a pat on the back or a little happy dance of that's what I did. And feel free to acknowledge the fact that some of these are really challenging, and some days different ones are challenging. Your body and mind feel different that day. So after everything you do, acknowledge it. I did that. Let's keep going. Let's break some procrastination. Do something so small that it's manageable. Now, we might take a few seconds to recognize what is that thing that we can do in such a short amount of time. Slowly take that time and see what task we can do. Take it on now. Let's wrap the task for now. That might be a little uncomfortable. Let's see if we can work with that discomfort, finding the water and finding a way to move into our next exercise. Transfer that energy into our connection exercise. And here we're trying to get in touch with someone, or trying to figure out or find out or think about who we can get in touch with for what. Sometimes we need to get in touch with a colleague because it's work related. Sometimes we want to connect with someone who's funny because we could use a laugh. Let's look to connect in any way. Connect a thought, connect to a person right now. Let's wrap for now. And of course, connection with a pet is also very valuable. Let's have some water. Let's keep going to our final exercise. Now, connection might feel very vulnerable. We can shake it off. And we can also sit with the discomfort and move into our energy. You have it in you. Let's practice letting it out in any way. Let's move our body in 3, 2, 1, move. This is the final exercise. Give it some energy. Make sure that you started, because you know if you haven't started yet, now is a good time. Now we're 10 seconds in. Let's keep it steady. Find out what you can do in this minute. Give yourself the challenge, meet the challenge, and you're 20 seconds in. Now you might want or need to slow down. If it doesn't hurt, keep going. Find the energy to keep moving for 30 more seconds. We are now more than halfway done. Now, maybe your body is saying, I want to stop, but just like the plank, if I am not hurting myself, I could keep going for 20 more seconds. Find the energy. Surprise yourself today in a nice way, and let's put the energy in for 10 more seconds. What can you do with just a few seconds left? How do you want to finish this exercise for today? For 3, 2, 1, and you're done. All right, great job. Let's stretch our way back, have some water. Thanks for taking OMAT today.